everyone, I'm Rachel. In this tutorial, I'll teach you how to color a neon body art illusion using the Color Therapy app. For this lesson, I'll show you how to color landscape body art lit up by black light. You can draw your own art for the body or use something from a template. Find this image under the Fair Ladies, Body Art Ladies. All right, so let's get started. The first thing we'll do is just tap in the background with black. Over in the glow palette, I'm using the 6th color on the 2nd row. It's sort of a purple blue, and I'm just tapping to fill in the body with that. And I'm just gonna color in all the tattoo and everything like that. In that same palette, I'm using the 3rd color on the top row. With the airbrush tool, set the size at 70 and opacity at 40. And I'm gonna draw in some nice glowy orange into the back, sort of just the middle of the back. I'm gonna switch over to black again, and now I'm gonna spray in the middle of the arm. So I'm going to leave basically a blue outline around the arms and the face and the neck and everything. So it's going to be sort of just black all in the middle of the body. And to make it look more realistic, try to sort of highlight those muscles. So the biceps, just kind of make the black area a bit rounder, and then where the elbow is, just make like a circle shape, etc. And I'm adding in some black at the bottom of the lower back upward. So let's draw in the landscape now. So I'm going to use this orange from the glow palette, the 2nd one on the top row, and just lower the size to 10%. And I'm going to draw a fuzzy little mountain back here, kind of just coming down. I'm just going to fill that in roughly. I'm going to outline it a little bit with that red so we can see it a little better. Now raise the size to 70%. And then using a really bright yellow from the glow palette, just draw a nice circular area. That's where the sun's gonna go, just right where the mountain is. And then select white and just draw a little white area and just lower the size down to about 1. And you can make that sun a little more sharp, those edges, fill it in. Using the smear tool, let's just blend it a little bit. I'm just setting the size at 12% and intensity at 100. Just blending it, blending the sun, and then blending that mountain too. We want it to be a little bit fuzzy since it's far away in the background. Now set the size at 8 and opacity at 75. Now sample that blue that we had before, and we're gonna draw a horizon line just going across the back. I wanna draw some water reflecting down. Now just set the size at 35 and opacity at 50. And using that blue, we're just gonna make sure it's fading down into the back so it looks nice and blue. I do want to add a little pink too. So sort of right below the sun, I'm just going to add some pink into that water coming down. Let's blend with the smear tool again. Do the size at 45 and intensity at 50. Now I'm going to just smear back and forth, blending that pink into the blue. Let's just draw some clouds too. So sample a purple color. I'm going to do sort of a purplish orange from that same area. Set the size at 1 and opacity at 35. I'm just drawing in some little clouds right above the sun. You can kind of bring them into the sun too. They can be darker, so you can sample a darker purple from another area and just bring some fluffy clouds in. Draw as many as you want. Then just add a little bit of white to it, so just kind of tap it in to the bottom of the clouds. So wherever the clouds are facing the sun. And I might add a little black just to the tips of those clouds too. Now let's draw a little island. So set the size at 1 and opacity at 60. Using black, let's just draw this little island right below the mountain. You can have little trees on it too, so you can just draw little pine trees. So just bring it up and then draw little branches coming out. You could even do palm trees. I want to draw pine trees though. Just raise the size a little bit and fill in your island with black. Again, it can be a little fuzzy. We do want to add a little bit of highlights to the water too, so just using white, you can add some little dots into the water with your finger, just below where the sun is. You can lower the size all the way down and raise the opacity to 100 as well, and just add a little more with your finger. I'm using pink as well, so just pink and white little dots. It's going to be a bit more white, closer to where the sun is, at the horizon line. Then you can blend that with the smear tool, just the same settings as before, to make it really soft. And now let's just draw some branches and things in the foreground. So with the pen tool, set the size at 2 and opacity at 100. With black, I might just draw another little island up close, just a little rock. I'll just draw a big tree coming up, another pine tree, little branches coming out. Again, you can just draw whatever you like, and maybe another little branch coming up here. You can also use a smudge tool to help blend in those clouds into the back. Just set the size at 100 and opacity at 40. And you can just sample one of the colors near there and just add in a little fuzziness around it, so it blends it nicely into the neck and back. And then lastly, you can add a bit of a glow behind the face too, just to make it more interesting. Just have the opacity at 65 and size at 100. I'm using the second orange on the glow palette and just highlighting the head, and then using that bright yellow and then just adding it right in the middle of that, and just a touch of white too, just the very middle of that. You can finish it off by adding in some highlights to some hair strands or on the face. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.